The date is Saturday, December the 10th, 2011 at 2:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at Dad's house. Okay, I read some more of the cancer papers yesterday, and here is what I got. I learned more of the basics of cancer, like what it does, the people who have it are more inclined to have it, and how they might live their lives after. And the origin. I found that quite interesting. The origin of cancer. I wanted to find out if it was as ancient as I believed it was, and not something that just came up recently. It actually dates back all the way back to Egypt, which, unfortunately, the documents say they said there's no cure for it. They didn't even have any holy Jesus juice to cure for it, but then again, this is a civilization that only knew how to stock stone blocks on top of each other and rolled their dead in toilet paper as a holy ritual, so... Okay, that's a bad joke. Lame topic. Let's get back on topic. Okay, so let's reevaluate some of the facts that I've already come up with. Everyone has cancer cells in their body, or, let me try to say in another tone. Everyone has cells in their body that can be potentially cancerous. It's hard for me to try and get a pin on that fact because the documents are kind of confusing me with their jibber-jabber language. And the majority of the population is able to counteract cancer with natural ways, as the documents are calling it. Cancer is started by mutations in the cells, or DNA, that are cancer cells and do not die, and instead grow by dividing itself. Also, it is more likely you got cancer in your life, seeing as in, this is again from my sources, as in 1 out of 20 cases or 1 out of 20 cancers, I'm not really sure what it was, again I had to go check back, the genes are inherited by the child. So the 19 other cases are caused during your life. So it has to do with your genetic structure, and what I later define and what I'm going to be calling now as the immune system problem. The immune system seems to be the counter that prevents cancer from developing in the freaking masses of the population. So that is going to be my general problem I will be dissecting throughout this entire experiment. I'll make a later note on the immune system itself when I have a bit more information to type in. What I wanted to end on, however, even though I might be repeating myself from yesterday, is that in my previous note I made in the last entry, the reason why I was positively on leukemia because at the beginning of this experiment, I hadn't known that there were very specific ways you could treat the many types of cancer. I was worried that my entire hypothesis and whole idea could be shattered in an instant like that. Since leukemia is the cancer of the bloodstream, things like the antioxidant values of vitamin C and E can aid in stopping the development of cancer. It stops things like free radicals, which I'll make a note later on, from taking place, and can allow oxygen in easier. This will also be a benefit to prevent or rid of any sort of anemia that might come in the future. Anemia being that it's hard to pass oxygen through your body and you might tire out easier, you just really can't get oxygen flowing through your muscles or your brain, something like that. I do believe that is enough for now. I must get to my own quandaries and distractions.
While safety is one of many enrichment center goals, the Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful.